I hope I'm in focus. Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe down below. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I posted a video on my channel a couple of weeks ago asking you guys to ask me questions, so today I'm taking the time to answer those. Also, the air conditioning in my room is really loud, but I don't want to turn it off because then you can hear my voice really loudly, like in the hallway, and I don't want anybody to hear me. So I'm in my dorm, so like, look, I have things behind me, and then I have this. So, also I got a new lens, so I hope you can see a difference in my quality. If not, then oh well, I guess. I wasted my money, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna get started with the questions, because that's it. So, anyway, the first question is from Ainsley, and it says, what is your favorite mission trip that you've been on, and why? So I've been on 2 international mission trips, and like a couple like in the States, but my favorite one that I've been on was to Haiti, and that's because it was my first trip out of the country. It was my first time on a plane, first time out of the country, and it was just like, it was an overall very new experience for me, and I was very overwhelmed. It was something that was, I don't know, just the country in general, like, and after the earthquake, like, everything is like falling apart. And so I think just seeing such a difference in the culture, but knowing that God is still working there, and then like He's sending us there, and like God doesn't send you places where He's not already working. And so like to send us to a ministry to work there with people who need the gospel more than anything, like, it's just so cool. And then I know that we went to church that Sunday, and somebody started playing the song It Is Well on the violin, and we were singing the song in English, and then the Haitians were singing the song in Creole, and it was just so cool to see, like, we come from such different worlds, and our lives are so different, and our cultures are so different, but to see them come together like that, and to worship God, like, with our own languages was such a cool experience. Like, I think that was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, and, like, it really just gave me a basis for what I want to do for the rest of my life. So the next question is, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is, like, I don't know if you can see it. There's this purple. You probably can't see it. I can't pull it down because it's attached to the wall. But I really like this blue color, and then there's a purple up here, and I don't know how well you can see it, but I like this color a lot. So those are my fave colors. And the next question is from Jessica Melissa, and she asks, what inspired you to start making YouTube videos? I decided to start making videos when I had a camera just sitting around, and I decided that it had this ability to make videos, so I was like, I mean, I might as well. I watched a lot of videos and I was really bored one day, so here we are. Joyce Radical asks, do you have any siblings? And then she asks another question, but I'll read that after. Yes, I do have a brother. I have one twin brother. And then the next question is, if you were on death row, would you choose a firing squad, electric chair, or lethal injections? And I think this is a very interesting question because it's very thought-provoking, but also it's kind of morbid. I would choose lethal injection because I feel like it would be the least painful. I mean, I'd like to not be on death row, but if that were to come up, I don't know. Anyway, the next question is, who is your favorite Disney princess, and what is your favorite Disney princess movie? My favorite Disney princess is Cinderella. My mom said that I loved Cinderella as a kid, and that I watched Cinderella so much. But my favorite princess movie is Tangled, and if you've ever been to Disney World, they have like a Tangled section at Disney World, and that's literally my favorite part. Like, I have pictures on my Instagram of it because I love it so much. Like, It's Just Beth asks, what's your best relationship advice, and what is something you want to do before you turn 21? I feel like I'm not the best person to be giving relationship advice, given that I've never been in one before, but I mean, I feel like some good advice would be to like be yourself. I feel like that's so cliche, but also like don't try to like change yourself for someone else. So like if someone doesn't like you as you are, then like don't change yourself for them, if that makes sense at all. I feel like that's true of any like friendship relationship too, because like you just shouldn't change yourself. So, you know. And then something I want to do before I turn 21. I want to go to Europe. I think that's like the only thing I can think of that like I could possibly do in the next year, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Next question is, why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube because I had a camera and I really liked watching YouTube videos, so I thought I'd give it a try. I made a video on why I started YouTube with a small YouTube tag, so I'll put that in the description below if I remember, because you know I always forget to do that. The Awkward Life of Mia asks, what's one thing on your bucket list if you've got one? Well, I don't exactly have a bucket list, but something that I would really like to do before I die would be to lead someone to Jesus. Like, I don't know, I feel so much joy having, like, Jesus in my life, and I think that if I could help someone to get to that point, like I said before, like, God is working already in places, and so, like, if he sends you those people, then he's already working in their lives. And so I think that if he were to send me to someone and that, like, I'm helping them to grow and, like, leading them closer, like, knowing that God is using me in that way is, like, such a purpose to live for. Like, that is incredible, and I think that that would be one of the coolest things to do. And what is your life goal as a human being and as a follower of Christ? As a human being, my life goal would be to wake up in the morning and enjoy what I do and not feel like I'm dreading the day, if that makes sense. Like, I want to wake up in the morning and, like, really just want to do what I'm doing, if that makes any sense at all. And then as a follower of Christ, I want to just really, like, put forth my life in a way that I never could imagine, and I want to be, like, ready for the future. I want to go do what God wants me to do. Like, I want to lead people to Jesus. Like, I want him to use me in ways that, like, I can never even imagine. Grace asks, what shows are you currently watching on Netflix? Love your videos. Thank you so much. Oh crap, I lost it. I am currently watching The Secret Life of the American Teenager, and, like, that show is trash, honestly, but I like it because I like to watch shows that are kind of trashy, if that makes sense at all. Like, Jenna asks, who is your favorite suitemate? And if you don't know what a suitemate is, then in my dorm we have 2 rooms, so a room, and then there's a bathroom in between us, and that makes us suitemates because we share the bathroom. And this is a trick question because I only have one suitemate, and the person who asked this question is Jenna, and Jenna is my only suitemate. Next person is Marissa, and she asks, do you think you'll get to 100,000 subs? And that is a very loaded question. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. I think hitting 100,000 would be, like, the coolest thing ever. I think that's definitely a goal to strive for, but at the moment I really just want to take it one day at a time, and I'm just going to appreciate the people that I have watching my videos now, and I guess I will worry about it when the time comes. Mika asks, craziest college story and what class do you regret taking? Okay, so story time with me. The air just turned off and it's going to get really quiet and everyone's going to be able to hear me. This is going to be really awkward. Anyway, craziest college story. So when I was a freshman, my suitemates had a hedgehog, and her name was Martha. The hedgehog's name is Martha. And so I was sitting in my suitemate's room, I was sitting with Jenna in her room, and the other suitemate texts us and is like, could you wake up Martha? And if you don't know, hedgehogs are nocturnal animals, so they do things during the night. So she was asleep, and so she asked if we could wake her up so she could run on her wheel, so she could go to the bathroom and then go back to sleep, so that she wouldn't be doing that while they were sleeping. And so I took her out of the thing because they were scared to touch her. If you don't know, hedgehogs are, like, prickly and they have, like, quills. And so I pick her up and I'm, like, petting her, and I, like, needed to wake her up enough before I could put her back in the cage before she used the bathroom. Well, apparently she was so awake at that point that as I was petting her, she was, like, peeing all over me, and then she started pooping on me, and that was, like, disgusting. But what's funny about that, the crazy part about this, is that I was, like, screaming at my roommate to get me a paper towel, and for some reason or another, she had tried on a pair of heels and, like, walked into the room that we were in and asked, like, I don't know, she was wearing them for some reason. And so when she came into the, like, whenever she was, like, sitting on the floor by the end of the bed, and I was, like, sitting in a chair, and she literally forgot she was wearing the heels when she went to go get me the paper towel, and she almost fell down. And honestly, like, I don't know why, but that's probably the funniest thing that's ever happened. And, like, I don't party or anything, so that's probably the funniest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. And when I think about it, like, with my friends, we literally almost cry from laughing so hard because it's just so funny. Like, I don't know, it's always been so funny. And then what class do you regret taking? There's a class called Introduction to Electronic Media that I have taken. And I don't necessarily regret the knowledge that I learned in there, but, like, it was just a really hard class, and I don't need it to graduate, and because I changed my major, so I didn't need it when I took it, but, like, I mean, I needed it when I took it, but, like, I don't need it anymore, so, like, I regret taking it because I didn't need to, if that makes sense. That being said, that was the last question I was answering, so that's all I have for today's video. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe down below so that you can be notified anytime I post another video, and that's all I've got, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye!